What if I told you that the way you manage your money right now could either set you up for freedom or failure? Yes, the decisions you're making today will echo into your future. Stay with me for 10 minutes, and by the end, you'll have a clear roadmap to master your finances before it's too late. You're just a few steps away from financial control, but the first one might surprise you. Like most of you, I didn't start out understanding how money worked. Growing up, I was told to save, but no one ever explained how to manage money in a way that would actually make it work for me. So, I spent years stumbling, making mistakes that almost derailed me financially. The reality is, many of us weren't taught how to manage money, and it's costing us big time. But it doesn't have to be this way. I'm going to take you through the exact steps I followed to turn it around, and each step matters. Miss one, it could mean losing thousands in the future. Point 1. Creating a budget. The first thing I had to confront was my spending. A budget isn't restrictive, it's freedom. Imagine knowing exactly where your money is going at all times. But here's where many people trip up. They forget to account for the small expenses. Yes, that coffee habit or those random Amazon purchases, they add up fast. Not knowing where every dollar goes, that's like playing a game blindfolded. And spoiler, most people lose that game. I was on the verge of losing too, until I made this one tweak to my budgeting approach. Point 2. Building an emergency fund. Next, I had to build an emergency fund. We all think nothing bad will happen to us, until it does. I remember the fear that gripped me when an unexpected medical bill hit. No savings, I could have been crushed by debt. An emergency fund isn't a nice to have, it's a must. And here's the urgency: if you don't start building yours today, you'll be vulnerable when life throws a curveball. But how much should you save? And where should you put it? Let me show you. Point 3. Managing debt. I wish I had realized sooner that not all debt is created equal. The interest on high-interest debt, it's a silent killer. The average credit card interest rate in the US is over 20%. Think about that. For every $100 you borrow, you're paying back $120, $140, or more over time. Voiceover continues. Here's where things get exciting. Once you have a strategy to pay down your debt, you're essentially buying your future freedom back. But the key is tackling the right kind of debt first. Curious about which one? Stay with me. Point 4. Saving for retirement early. The biggest mistake young people make? Waiting to save for retirement. Time is your best friend when it comes to building wealth. The magic of compound interest can turn small investments into life-changing amounts. It's like planting a tree. The sooner you start, the bigger it grows. Here's the kicker: most people underestimate how much they'll actually need for retirement. And trust me, that's a mistake you can't afford to make. So, how do you start saving when you feel like you don't have enough income? Here's how I did it. Point 5. Investing wisely. Now that we've covered budgeting, saving, and debt management, let's talk about growing your wealth. Investing isn't just for Wall Street pros, it's for you, too. And while the stock market might feel intimidating, it's one of the best ways to make your money work for you. But there's a catch: investing without understanding the risks can backfire. One wrong move, and you can lose big. I almost made that mistake until I discovered the secret to managing risk and maximizing returns. So, what happens when you follow these steps? I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's not an overnight transformation, but each step builds on the other, and soon enough, your money is no longer something you fear, it's something you control. Imagine a life where your money works for you, where financial stress doesn't keep you up at night. It's possible, but you have to take action. Every step you don't take today, that's time working against you. So, what's your next move? The choice is yours. Are you ready to take control? If this video helped you, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and join me on the journey to financial freedom. Your future self will thank you.